No.1 Sentai. Gozyuger meets Kamen Rider Wizard. The story starts at Cafe Half Century, where the four male Gozyugers, Horu, Rikuo, Rugi, and Kinjiro, are waiting for Sumino to get here because of that surprise she told them for today. Kinjiro thinks she has already found out where her little sister, Oto, is because she obtained the ability to locate Oto's kidnapped place, but that was rejected by Horu, who says it's more crazy than Kinjiro's guess on another No.1 ability. Sumino arrives and reveals to the boys that she found herself a new right-hand man to take Tokunitsu Atami's place. As the mysterious man enters the cafe eating a plain sugar donut, introducing himself as the Magician of Hope, Haruto Soma, who sees that the Gozyugers also have rings to transform just like Sumino's and his. Haruto reveals himself as Kamen Rider Wizard, a ring bearer who battles against phantoms from giving despair to the people known as Gates, as Haruto will be the final hope to save them. The reason why he became a right-hand man is because he and Sumino are investigating the case of people disappearing to Hell of Despair according to witnesses. Rugi believes it's the No.1 monster's doing, but not giving out No.1 battles, instead just does that kind of transporting stuff early that makes the team confused. Sumino says she and Haruto will solve the mystery to find that No.1 monster without the Gozyuger's help, making Horu mad that he's getting mocked by Haruto, who calls him a muggle wolf. Before that, Wizard uses the sleep wizard drink to put Horu to sleep like a dog. At the city plaza eating lunch, Sumino and Haruto talk about someone they hold dear, Oto and Kami, as Haruto tells Sumino that she cannot give up hope no matter what situations occur for her, who thanks Haruto for those words as a new right-hand man on the case. Just then, a male No.1 monster appears and asks an unnamed boy what he does, who reveals that he stole the money from his mom to buy things like video games and food. With a snap of his fingers, the monster sends the boy to Hell of Despair as punishment for his action. The monster reveals himself to Haruto and Sumino as Judgment No.1, who did that kind of thing because people who steal and other bad stuff get sent to Hell of Despair to die, while the good people who do stuff for the greater good get to live. That monster sees that Sumino has something inside her that might be considered to be a good or bad thing, as Haruto accepts his No.1 judgment battle by asking Sumino what she did, making this a 3-round battle. Through the funny questions from Haruto and Judgment No.1, those two gain a tie. Now off to the final round to see if Sumino gets to live or go to hell. Judgment No.1 reveals that leaving Oto to get kidnapped was Sumino's fault for both not predicting the situation and protecting her from running off, resulting in the big sis to blame someone if they kidnap Oto. Sumino, in despair, says that to be true and that she could have done that to prevent Oto's disappearance, but Haruto reminds her of what the former said, and that he overcomes situations by changing despair to hope thanks to his friends by his side, especially Kami, and that Sumino should never give up hope when finding Oto, and that she will be the final hope to find her little sis, making Sumino happy and thanks Haruto for those serious words, making Haruto win the No.1 battle. The 4 male transformed Gozyugers arrive to aid the two, as Sumino pouts that the 4 are late, while Haruto thinks this as an idea before he and Sumino transform together, taking on the airy ease, Kamen Rider Wizard in his flame-style tag teams with Goju Wolf, before changing into his water style with Goju Leon, later into hurricane style with Goju Eagle, and lastly into land style with Goju Tyranno. After that, Wizard joins the hard-boiled Goju Unicorn after changing into his infinity form as the two weaken him, before the Black Ranger transforms into Deka Red of the Deka Rangers to give Judgment No.1 a real judgment time via the SP license. Delete approved, as she reverts back and frees the person out of Judgment No.1's body, before Wizard activates the Excalibur into large size for him and Goju Unicorn to handle and perform a downward strike at Judgment No.1, putting an end to his judgment as the people who went to hell are brought back to the living. After the transforming, Haruto kisses Sumino on the hand, much to the Gozyuger's stunt, and hopes that she will find her sister no matter what as the final hope. Just then, Rinko Daimon arrives and handcuffs Haruto for ditching her, revealing the teleport wizard ring from her that Haruto used that ring to go to the Gozyuger's world. didn't notice that the ring slipped off his finger before traveling as the portal still opens for her to see, and that he didn't tell her what the situation was in the Five Beasts world, making her and their daughter Kamisoma worried. Haru smirks and says that Haruto is guilty for ditching Rinko just to be with Sumino better, while Rugi says that Haruto will receive a divine punishment for the act of cheating on his wife. Embarrassed and in a panic, Haruto snatches that wizard ring and uses it to travel back to his world with Rinko in pursuit, as Sumino happily wishes to meet again before giving her teammates punishment for being late, like hitting them on the head with a black slipper, much to their annoyance, except for Rikuo,